So I wanted to get a pulse on where SMMA is at on YouTube in the beginning of 2025. So I simply searched SMMA into YouTube and this was the first result. So SMMA, the first non-paid result is this video by someone named David Hunter that says exposing how to build a 10K per month SMMA in 7 days or less, real method. Now, I didn't click the video. I didn't watch it. I don't know David Hunter, so I'm not going to specifically comment about him as a person, a YouTuber. But what I will say and what I can guarantee you is that if you click that video, you're not going to build an SMMA to $10,000 a month in less than a week. That's an insane claim. And there's two things about this. First of all, these kind of claims are damaging for people, especially new entrepreneurs, because their expectations are so skewed away from reality that they're going to be completely lost when they actually try to start a business and completely disappointed and unprepared. Secondly, what's fascinating to me is that YouTube is recommending this as the first video for the SMMA search term. So something you really need to understand is that the algorithms of any social media platform, YouTube included, are not optimized for truth. They're optimized for what content will keep people on the platform the longest. And that depends on what the average typical person will spend the most time watching. And this speaks to how naive the typical average person is, because a video like that is going to get watched and viewed more than a realistic video. And then it will get promoted more. And then it actually creates this feedback loop where it's easy to make the mistake to think that, well, because YouTube is promoting this video as a number one result, it must be legit, it must be credible, it must somehow be true. But that's not the case at all. The correlation between having a video rank highly on YouTube and it being true is non-existent. Now, in order for a video to stay ranked at the top on YouTube, it is true that it needs to have a lot of watch time. So when people click that video, whatever is in the video is compelling enough to keep people watching. So I'm not saying there's no value in that video. There could be. But what I am saying is that the claim in the title is 100% false. No beginner is going to go from 0 to 10K per month in 1 week. I mean, think about it. If that was possible, no one would work jobs anymore. Everyone would just have SMMA agencies. Everyone in the entire world would do it, and we'd all be making 10K plus per month after our first week of work. I mean, it's completely insane. If you want to build your own online business in 2025, which I think is an amazing idea and will serve you for the rest of your life, just know it's going to take a lot of hard work. Of course, there is a moat of hard work surrounding something as amazing as having your own online business that gives you wealth, freedom, abundance, etc. Of course, it's not going to be easy to build that. It's very possible. Anyone watching this video who's willing to put in consistent work for months on end, not give up on it, it's possible. I believe it's possible for almost anyone, but it's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take grinding out sales calls, prospecting, getting people to trust you. It's going to take learning things the hard way, learning how to run these ads on Google, on Meta, or if you want to hire people, learning how to hire people, manage KPIs, make sure they're doing what they should be doing. Because I'll give you guys a tip. Hiring media buyers is not that easy. Media buyers are a hard position to hire for, because if they're an incredible media buyer, they're not going to work for you for cheap. They're going to have their own agency. You're going to be making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, driving results for another business. So when a lot of these gurus sell these courses, they're like, hey, just go on Upwork and hire some media buyer. But that's the thing, to find an affordable one who's excellent is very rare. And that's one of the reasons in my coaching and mentorship program, we run the ads for our students. So when they pitch clients, they can use our case studies and our millions of dollars of track record ethically and honestly and say, hey, this is what our ads team has done. And when they sign on their client, my team runs the ads for them free of charge, included in our coaching package. And even with that, it's still not easy to make sales. It's still not easy to fill your calendar with appointments and have people trust you and ask people to give you their credit card over the phone. So I'll conclude this video by coming back to one of my favorite quotes about entrepreneurship, especially for new entrepreneurs, which is be impatient before starting your business and then be very patient once you start it. And most people get this wrong. So what this means is you should start your business as early as you possibly can. And then once you start it, give yourself a long runway to make it work. Like, it took me about 2 years to get my SMMA to a place where it was earning me a comfortable level of income. What most people do is they wait months or years to finally start the business. And then if they don't see success in the first 3 to 6 months, they give up and go back and get a job. Like, that's an insane approach. Be impatient before you start now. And then once you do start, be patient and give yourself a runway numbered in years before you need to see business success. And part of this is reducing your personal burn rate, having a little bit of savings saved up before you start the business, etc. All that helps. And it is possible to see success in the first couple of months. That definitely does happen, but you shouldn't bank on it. That shouldn't be the determining factor about if you stick with the path of entrepreneurship or not. Give yourself a year or two of all-out effort, because for some people, it's just going to take longer than others. Like, learning entrepreneurship is like learning one of the most difficult sports in the world. Some people will be naturals and some people won't. So if you're not a born natural salesman, leader, manager, then just give yourself more space to learn the skills a little bit slower, and you will get there in the end if you stick with it. That's it for this rant. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.